basics first. Do not start doing all this advanced stuff if you do not have the basics down first. So important, lay the foundation and then you can build on that. Now, what are the basics? Let's talk about it today. I get a lot of questions from you, from in my Facebook group, from my students. How do I do whistle register? How do I belt higher? How do I do distortion? How do I do raspiness? All these things. And my first question would be, do you have the basics down? Are you really firm in your foundations? Like, do you have, first of all, do you have good pitch control? So important. It's like someone playing the violin in the beginning. The pitches are way off because it's just not really accurate yet. And that sounds excruciatingly painful. You want to make sure you have good pitch control. You want to make sure you have good posture. You want to make sure you have your breathing mastered. You're not taking short, shallow breaths. You're not breathing up here, but you're breathing deep down, expanding your ribs way deep down. You want to have this done. So important, because you cannot belt higher or sing whistle register if you do not have the foundation. You're going to hurt yourself and you're going to be frustrated. And also, most songs don't take place at the limits of what you possibly can do. Most songs, the majority of the songs, takes place in the middle of your voice, where you just want to have an accurate, clean tone. Work on your tone. Work on your resonance. Work on having accuracy. Work on having better speed. Work on relaxing your jaw to where you kind of have an open sound that isn't covered, something that flows easily. If you feel ease kind of in the middle of your voice and maybe a little higher, lower, then you can start thinking about expanding and doing really demanding things. But it's almost like you don't want to start running a marathon tomorrow if you have not even run half a mile. You're going to hurt yourself, you're going to kill yourself, you're going to do all kinds of bad things that aren't going to really be any good for the future, and it's not really, why do you want to do it? So really make sure, if you start doing something really difficult, you want to make sure that you're ready for it. And I know it's hard. You want to do those things. You hear other singers and you want to like, oh my goodness, it sounds so awesome. But you know what? It's never going to sound awesome until you sound awesome at the basic stuff. Take a really easy song that seems quote unquote easy. And I mean by easy, it doesn't go extremely high, extremely low. It doesn't have a huge range. Maybe it's not fast. It just kind of flows along. It's just an easygoing song. Now, if you master that song to where you can make it interesting, you can have a beautiful voice color, you can have dynamic ranges. If you master all these things, you have a good breath control, and you feel that's easy for you, then you can move on to more difficult repertoire. And yes, of course, you don't always have to keep it easy. You have to kind of push at the limits a little bit. But what I'm saying is, don't do the most difficult things without having the foundation. You're going to hurt yourself. If you try to belt really high and you have breathiness and you are not aware of the concept of compression of the airstream and having good vocal cord closure, you are going to hurt yourself. You're going to get hoarse really quickly. If you start whistle register and you just have this massive airstream passing through and you're just trying to push it through, it's not going to work, because it's all about taking it back, being small and compact and dense. It's not even going to work, and you're just going to hurt yourself. So keep that in mind. Get the basics done. It's so important. And you know what? I would rather listen to a singer having a beautiful song mastered that doesn't seem that difficult than someone who's singing something extremely difficult, but it's just all not sounding right and it sounds like they're struggling and like they're about to pass out or something. So yeah, that's just my opinion about the subject matter, and I do hope that you take it to heart. I think it makes sense. If you are not in my Facebook group, I would love for you to join. It's called Master Your Voice. There's awesome singers from all over the world. You can get advice any time of the day there. There's always people ready to help. You can also give advice, you can share, you can stay motivated, you can share your problems, or just have someone pick you up and say, you can do it, I have the same issues. It kind of feels good when you see that there's others struggling exactly with the same issues that you have. Thanks for watching today. Until next time, always keep a song in your heart and always keep on singing. Bye.